Yeah. Okay, I think I'm live. Okay. Okay. Let me check. Yeah, I think I see it. I think I see it. I think I see myself. Okay. Let me shoot this. We live. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna do a breakdown on the Star Wars. You know what I mean? Some information that I was gathering. Figured I'd share with you guys. You know what I'm saying? If that's okay. Okay. Early in the morning, guys popping up. That's good to see. Everybody up early. Spider, what's good? Kung Fu, what's up? What's up? Lloyd, what's good, dog? I Okay, so let me make sure I got this open. I got everything open to talk about it. Okay, so this is going to be mainly talking about Battlefront 2 because I wasn't really too concerned with some of the other games, honestly. I only saw 3 games in the EA conference that I like, so we're going to get straight into it. And what's up? I'm looking at something. I'm sorry. What's up, Vishal? 66. What's up, Hacks? What's good? What's good? Yeah, we live. Okay, so let's get straight into it. All right, let's talk about the press conference. A lot of people actually said they didn't like the conference, y'all. I mean, me personally, I never really like any of these conferences. I'm just gonna be honest. Like, it's good to go. I want to go to the conferences, but me personally, I mean, sitting there listening to them talk about games you don't care about, I don't know, man. I don't know. So I kind of feel better watching it at home because last year I was at E3 and I didn't even go to none of these conferences. And it was kind of boring sitting there watching it while you're out there. And I could kind of say it might be a little boring to be there. But I mean, if you go with people you know and all that, it should be fun. It should be fun. So yeah, the chat is pretty much saying that it was trash. I mean, it was. It probably was. For me, it wasn't long. See, my thing with the conferences is if they're not long and they're like that, then it's cool with me. Because I mean, by the time I walked to the kitchen 2 times, bathroom, came back, it was kind of over. You know, I was really there for the Star Wars Battlefront 2 to see if they improved that game. They kind of did us dirty with the first one. So let's get into the conference. Let's talk about the games that was there. The first game that they showed was Madden 18. Then they showed the Battlefield 1 in the name of the Czar. That was the second DLC, I believe, for that game. Then they showed EA Sports, FIFA 18, Need for Speed Payback, A Way Out, game called Anthem, NBA Live 18, Star Wars Battlefront 2. And that should have been it. So let's tally up how many games it was because I heard it was supposed to be 8 games they showed. So let's see if it was 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, technically it was 9 because there was a surprise game. That's the thing about EA too, man. Knockout, what's up? They like to add things to those conferences or take things away at the last minute. A lot of people don't know that. So even if you get like a leak, it's not going to be the same, man. It's not going to be the same. All right, so let's talk about the games I want to talk about. Madden 18, don't care about that. Battlefield 1 DLC, I don't really care, even though I do want to see those maps because those maps was in the snow. That was kind of lit, I ain't gonna lie. EA Sports, don't care. Sorry, FIFA fans, I don't care. Need for Speed Payback, I'm 50-50, okay? Need for Speed, right? It's a cool game, don't get me wrong. It's a nice game, but the thing about Need for Speed is it has to be done right. It has to be like The Run. If it's done like The Run or like a Fast and Furious game, I'm all for it. This game looks like one of those type of games. But here's my problem with these Need for Speed games, right? I go out, I pay $65 for the game, right? Let me see if y'all gonna agree with me on this. Once I pay $65 for the game, in 2 months it's in the vault for free, as long as I got a subscription. So do I buy this game or do I wait? That's the problem with the Need for Speed series because it's a game that goes into the vault. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. What did you guys think of this game, Need for Speed? I mean, did y'all think it was good? I need to know. I don't know. Yeah, he said wait. I like Battlefield, but it's just hard to see what the fuck you're shooting at sometimes. I'm going to keep it real. Battlefield does have a tendency to be that type of a game. But I'm gonna give you a tip. 2 things you could do in Battlefield that I kind of like about Battlefield. You can change the depth of field, and that'll help you. On PC, if you have a PC, you can do it even further, of course, and it can make it easier to shoot your targets. But that is one thing about Battlefield that makes it annoying because you're using those old school guns. So if you're using like old school guns and someone's like way off in the distance, the nerdiest person gets to kill first. I'm gonna keep it real. That's always been a thing with Battlefield, but this one in particular. Yeah, but on PS4 you can change the depth of field and you can see further. So you should do that. That'll help you a lot. When it comes to those type of shots you're talking about, I know exactly what type of shots you're talking about. Okay, so they showed Need for Speed, and it was cool. It looked exactly like a Fast and Furious movie, and that's what, to me, in my opinion, that's what makes Need for Speed good. So overall, the only game that I really was like, okay, I know I'm buying it day one, and I want to get it is Star Wars Battlefront 2. But before we go to Star Wars Battlefront 2, there is one game I want to talk about. I want to talk about this game called A Way Out. Now, Need for Speed look cool, but this game called A Way Out. Let's talk about this. All right. First of all, this is one of those games, right? Now, when I'm looking at it, graphics look good. First thing I noticed, though, is this game going to be a Telltale type of game, or is it going to be an actual action game like Kane and Lynch? Because it's giving off the impression that it may be either or. If you notice, they don't show too much of the gameplay and actual mechanics to let you know if this is not one of those narrative-driven cutscene type of games. Now, the thing I didn't like about this game, which made me go, I don't know if I want to get it, is the fact that it forces co-op on you. I hate when they do that. I hate games that have to be online and they force co-op on you just to play the game. Like, if it's a story game, why do I have to play with somebody? So that's what I don't like. In my opinion, they need to take a game like this and make it where you get a choice between who you play with. Like, they say that you have to play on one side of the screen at all times. Why can't I just play the game over 2 times? I play on with one character, play with another. Give me the option. Don't force me to have to go online and play with somebody. I don't always want to play with somebody on certain games. Now, the action and everything in the game looks good. Don't get me wrong. It definitely looks good. It looks great, actually. You know what I'm saying? Let's see if I could pull this up on the screen for you guys so we could share. We could go over it and look at it real fast. I don't want to be sharing too much of this gameplay, though, because, they get a little nuts sometimes. They get a little crazy. Man. They get a little crazy when you do that. So I don't want to share too much of it. I'm going to share a little bit of it so we can see what's going on here. Okay, so let's share this. Let's look at this gameplay real fast. Okay, so we're looking at the gameplay right now, and it is a little jittery because I'm sharing it, I guess. What I'm noticing right away with the game is the graphics look good. You know what I'm saying? The scenes look nice. But like I said, I noticed that they don't show you if this is something you control with the physical controller or if it's one of those point and click type of games. You get what I'm saying? He said, I don't like split screen games. I mean, it's cool if it's done right because they don't force it on you 24/7 to keep the screen split. But look at how they kind of like see, okay, co-op adventure. See how the screen is split here and it's showing you? They don't show you if this is like you controlling the character all the time or if it's like a Telltale type of game. Because this is the impression I'm getting from this. That's the impression I'm getting from this. So I'm going to cut it off here because I don't want to show too much of that. I don't want them to be trying to come at my neck, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, what I noticed about the game is that it looks hot, but why are you forcing me to play with somebody to play an action game? If it's an action game, so it might be a point and click game. That's what I got to find out about it. Then I noticed one of the characters looks like the man who created it. So I don't know about that game. So this is a game I'm on the fence about. If I knew more about it, which I'm going to have to wait and see, then I know if I'll get it or not. If it's something where it's action, then I'm going to have to get it. But if it's like a $60 game, I don't know. Because it also looks like it might not be that long. Like it might be a short game. So it might be a wham bam, thank you, ma'am situation going on here. So we looked at that. That was the other game that I may be interested in. But it's time to talk about the game that I most was interested in, Star Wars Battlefront, because there's a couple of things they did change about the game and a couple of things they didn't show, and I noticed all of that. I noticed all of that right away, man. They was not slick. They was not slick at all. Okay, so let me go to the Star Wars and share the screen with y'all so we can talk about this. My bad. You know my phone is on. I know somebody gonna be like, yo, turn that shit off. Okay, so here we go. Let's talk about Star Wars. This is the game that was most interesting to me. Okay, right away, the first thing I noticed about Star Wars, which was interesting, and this is something that I did talk to you guys about on the Weapon Mode podcast. I know some of y'all don't really be hearing me or paying attention to everything when I'm saying, because y'all be coming in there for roasting and jokes and shit. When I talk gaming, y'all be like, whatever. We don't want to hear about no damn games. But I told y'all that a lot of companies said that they were no longer going to do season passes. They're not going to charge for season passes. That should be the end of this. For Honor was the last game that I believe they said they were going to use season passes on, because as you can see with what's happening with For Honor is the season passes are killing the games. So Star Wars Battlefront 2 is one of the first games you will see going forward that will no longer have a paid season pass. Now, the interesting thing about this game is it actually does have a season pass though. But what they decided to do with the season pass is they decided to make it free. So the season pass for season 1 of this game is going to be free. They're already saying that it's season 1 DLC. It may be more DLC coming, but of course that DLC will be season 2. Now they're saying it that way because I guess they're on the fence about whether or not they're going to start charging. Now, what's going to happen is, depending on how the game does, is they're going to depend on if they're going to charge for DLC. So that's the thing with the DLC. So I told y'all that they weren't going to charge for DLC because what it was doing was online games like this, it would split up the fan base. Okay. So the first thing that they did different in this game was they changed all the characters into certain classes. You got classes of characters in this game where you have like specialists, which is something like the officer you see in that screen right now on the side of the stormtrooper. The officer could do things like boost your stats, boost your health, give you health, and pretty much plays a support class. You have other classes like assault class, which is what you saw, which was the stormtrooper or somebody like Boba Fett or something like that, where they come in and they shoot and everything, of course, going at the front line and things of that nature. And then you have battle points, which is something that replaces tokens, because in the first Battlefront you had tokens. In this game, depending on how well you do, you get battle points. And depending on how much a character costs, like a Jedi, like Kylo Ren or somebody like that, you would have to get a certain amount of battle points to unlock that character. And if you unlock that character through the battle points, you'll come back as that character. Let me turn the screen off. And that's the situation that goes on there with that. So they did change a lot of things about the game. I like how there's arenas and they have phases and transitions where, depending on what you do, a transition happens and you go into a different part of the map, sort of like Battlefield, but in a phase like type of thing. The maps are pretty huge. If you saw the beginning of the game, the maps are pretty big. That may be a problem for some people, but overall, the maps are huge because they have like support now. You could buy. This is how it works. In the first Battlefront, you used to get tokens, right? And if you got a token, you could control a storm trooper. You could control an X-wing. Now they have all of that flying around constantly because depending on how many battle points you get, you could just unlock a battle X-wing and start flying around the map attacking people. So the maps have to be big enough to hold all of that. He said, I hate the way the flying is in Battlefront. I'm gonna be honest, man. I kind of hated it too, but when you look at the game, like what we looking at right now, you see that walker he's on? You can get a certain amount of battle points, and then you could spawn as this walker and use that to fight. Now you see this ship right here. This is the map right here. It's showing you right now. See how huge the map is? Because they want to give it like more of a threatening feel for ships and artillery and different classes. So they want all of that stuff to be more effective in this game. So they're gonna make the maps a little bit bigger. And like I said, as you see right now, you see one of the special classes that you can buy, the droids attacking. Now this is what, BB9, or this is just a regular droid? This droid is going to be like a phase The maps are broken into phases now on, you know, depending on the mode you play, where if you start breaking the front line, now the second phase of the map is going to be a different part of the map that you go to. It was good. It was good, Evil. So as you can see from all this flying around, the maps are huge. Like now, see, you get this. This is the thing too. You see this artillery vehicle right here? You're going to do things like build up your points to unlock these artillery vehicles to take front lines. And now, as you can see, that artillery vehicle is shooting that building. Is trying to get inside to start phase 2 of the map, where now the fighting is going to go from outside to inside of the building. He said, what would EA have to do in order to get another fight night? Well, to my understanding, what's up, Melon Dally? To my understanding, here's the thing with EA and fight night, right? Because I was talking to a few people about it. Because, you know, I know some friends of mine, they work in different fields, and I asked them when I don't understand something, I want to know like more about it. They were telling me that the people who develop fight night are the same people that develop UFC. Now, I don't know if y'all know when I was talking to BG and them about it, they were saying that they think it might be a licensing issue or it might be something with the money. But I kind of don't think so, because look, you got games like FIFA, you got games like Madden, you got games like UFC where they pay these licenses. You know, if you looked at the way they made FIFA 18, look at the people they had doing the modeling for the characters. So I don't think it's a money issue. I just think that it's what people were telling me, which is that they don't have time to develop both games, UFC and Fight Night. And to my understanding, Fight Night sold, but it didn't sell as well as they wanted it to for them to recoup the money they were spending as well. So that was the two things that I heard about why Fight Night is being developed. It's not being developed. I think Fight Night would make more money than UFC as well. But like I said, that's what they're working on right now, because that's like the niche hot new fighting thing. Because honestly, boxing is not dead. A lot of people tell you boxing is dead, but it's not that boxing is dead. It's just not as hyped up as UFC is right now. Remember, what's this guy, War Machine? Didn't War Machine literally this week get sentenced to 36 years in prison for beating his girlfriend up, the porn star chick? You know, UFC is all over the media news. It's making money for them right now. Nev, what's good, man? So UFC is that new trendy shit right now, unfortunately, and that's what EA is working on. But I was told that the reason there's no Fight Night is because the resources that were going to Fight Night is going towards the UFC series. So in order for us to get a Fight Night, we would have to not have a UFC series. Even though I don't understand why they can't just make both, but according to my understanding, they're not making both. It's one or the other. Right now, it's UFC. Here's the thing, right? Let me explain that. Somebody said, no way is Battlefront 2 running 4K 60 on Scorpio. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. According to my understanding, right, the console is capable of doing it. I'm gonna be honest with you. But here's what I'm not understanding. We're gonna have to wait till later today to find out what's this thing about 4K, because this is what I was being told about the 4K on Scorpio. Scorpio has native 4K, but they also have something that they call 4K that's not 2160. You know what I'm saying? So we got to find out if that's some kind of upscaling that they're talking about, or what, because we don't know what that 4K that they're talking about is. All I know is that I was told that there's a version of 4K that they do that is not 3840 by 2160, which is native 4K. So I'm hearing that they got some kind of other version of that. I don't know if when they say native 4K, they're talking about 3840. We got to wait till today and see if that's what they're talking about, because I was told that the native 4K that they're speaking on is not 3840. It's some kind of other version. And if it's anything under 3840, then it's not true 4K. But then you remember, they could change this because of the display type. But I don't see them changing 3840 by 2160, because that's 99% of the people that's playing on the console's resolution for 4K. So I don't see them messing with that. But we gotta wait and see what they're talking about. Is it going to be sparse? They claim native 4K. This is what they're claiming. They're claiming Star Wars Battlefront will be native 4K 60 on the Scorpio. Now I can't see them claiming that and lying about it. But we gotta wait and see, because they're saying PlayStation 4 can't handle it. I would not be surprised if the PlayStation Pro somehow pulled a rabbit out of their ass and did it. I don't know why. I know that it should not be possible on the Pro, but I don't see Sony just taking L's like that. So I cannot wait till later today to see this conference and just jizz in my pants, man, for real, because I can't wait to see how Sony gonna come through or how Xbox is about to shit it on everybody that talks shit about that resolution, because I was one of them. I'm not even gonna sit here and hold you. I'm not gonna get in your way. I'm gonna tell y'all flat out, I was talking shit about that resolution. I hated that 792 shit. I hated it. They better give me 30. They better give me my fucking native 4K, man. That's what I'm talking about. They better just give me 4K and shut my ass up, or I'm gonna be popping mad shit tonight. You already know how I do it. I better see 3840 times 2160 for that native resolution. I don't want to hear no 3122. I don't want to hear no 2965. I don't want to hear no 792, 203. None of those weird numbers. I don't want to hear none of that. Will all games be 60 FPS for Scorpio? Just to let you guys know, it was already confirmed that do not expect 60 FPS on any open world games. People were lying and saying that what was the game? The main game, Red Dead Redemption, is supposed to be 4K 60 on the Scorpio. That is definitely not true. They already said do not expect 4K 60 on any open world games. If you get 60, you're not getting 4K. If you get 4K native, you are not getting 60. They already said it. They already said don't expect that, because 60 FPS is still the hardest thing to do on all these consoles. So any game that's doing 60 FPS, don't expect native 4K on both consoles. This is what I was told. Def, what's good, man? Good morning. What time is Microsoft conference? If you're on the East Coast like me, the conference is going to be at 5 p.m. If it does 4K, then it does. If not, then it's not. Seems like you guys don't understand the competition drives innovation. Exactly. Your gaming lives matter. What's good, my brother? Yeah, I mean, pretty much this whole 4K thing is good for everybody. The 4K being native on the Scorpio means that the PlayStation is gonna have to double down and come harder. And once again, if PlayStation starts feeling that pressure from the Scorpio, then you're gonna start getting more shit from PlayStation. So everybody wins. It's not really a thing with a console war. I mean, yeah, you're gonna have dickheads bragging about if one game gets 1 pixel more than the other, they're gonna be talking about that. There's a good argument going around, and I don't want to spread the console war bullshit, but I'm gonna talk about it. There is a good argument currently going around where people are talking about the polygon count, and due to the fact that the Xbox One has a lower polygon count, those games will be held back from looking better than the games on the PlayStation. And that's a good point. I'm not even gonna sit here and hold you. I know a lot of people are gonna say that that's a reach, but it's actually a good point. That's the kind of shit you gotta look at when it comes to these games, talking about the hardware is so beefy. Doesn't mean the game is gonna look better. Does not mean the game is gonna look better on Xbox just because it can run 4K 60. As you can see from the benchmark that they showed you and the comparison they did to Horizon, which I'm gonna try to pull up right now and show you guys, you can see that it didn't look better than the actual upscale 4K resolution game on the PlayStation. So let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Let me see if I can get that to show up for y'all so we can see the picture, because I was like, the first thing I noticed is I'm like, okay, if this is a 4K 60 image, right? How come it didn't look better than the Horizon image that they showed? It was just weird to me when they showed that benchmark for the Scorpio. It looked really ugly to me, and I didn't like that. And I'm gonna be honest, like, I'm not trying to bash Xbox right now, but I did notice that a lot of the Xbox games, like Gears of War 4, didn't look as good as I thought it should look. Even in 4K, I maxed everything out on my graphics card just to run it. Now, I was like, I know I couldn't run it at 60 stable because I had the 2980 Ti's at the time, but I was just wondering why it looked like that. Like, I was just mad curious as to why did it look like that. Okay, so I found one of the images. Let me see if I could open this and show y'all. Let me share the screen with y'all real quick so I can show y'all this. Okay, so I'm gonna share the screen with y'all real quick. See, this is the benchmark right here, right? the Xbox. Yo, Gordo, what's good, fam? Prime, what's up? This is the image that they were showing, right, for the benchmark for the Scorpio, and you go from left to right, it's supposed to be 4K. If you look at this image real good, it's supposed to be like different resolutions going all the way up to 4K, right? Look at the image real good, and you'll notice that you can't really tell the difference at all in the images, and this doesn't look good. It just looks okay. So stuff like this is what I'm talking about. Like, just because the hardware is beefy doesn't mean the games are going to look good. Yeah, he said polygon count is a good point. It is a good point. That's a good argument for that console war shit that people is on. That's the things you got to pay attention to. So when you look at this image, when I saw this benchmark for the Scorpio, I was like, this is wow. I mean, it goes back to the point that hardware is not everything when it comes to gaming. So I know a couple of people are going to get upset because they're like, oh, now hardware doesn't matter. It's all about games. I mean, at the end of the day, it would be nice to get both. I mean, that's the argument that I got. Is the image 1080p? It don't really matter. I'm just showing you the image. You could Google this for yourself. This is a definite 1080p image. If I showed you the 4K version, you couldn't see it anyway because I'm live streaming it to you. But if you go look that up, what I just showed you for yourself, you'll see that it didn't look good. When they compared it to Horizon, the Horizon image at 1800p upscaled to 4K looked way better than the 4K image that they showed. So either way, and I'm not saying that to be a pony because I'm not a pony. I actually don't support or condone the console war. I think it's stupid. But at the end of the day, you do need it to get better innovation. $4K cannot make Mass Effect Andromeda faces better. Fact. That's what I'm saying. Nothing. 4K. Nah, look. I'm going to be honest, y'all. 4K is a beautiful thing if it's done right. Just like HDR is a beautiful thing if it's done right. I've seen bad 4K. I've seen bad HDR. I've seen a lot of things that, if done right, look beautiful, look bad because it wasn't done right. And that's pretty much what you get with Horizon. Horizon was not a native 4K game, and I still have not yet seen, and this is not a knock on Xbox, it's just me being honest. I still have not yet seen a game look better than that on any console. Matter of fact, a lot of PC games that are playing 4K get a run for its money from that, for that 1800p game. So, you know, it's not always about hardware, like I said. It's about getting a good game. Now, me personally being a person that I'm a graphic, so I never denied that. I would prefer both. I would like a good-looking game that runs on some beefy hardware so we can get the best experience, period. Your RG4, what's good, family? Are we streaming the microphone? Is WWP streaming the Xbox conference? I'm not 100% sure what's going on. We was just talking about that. There's going to be a couple of live streams. I know some people are going to be doing their own live stream. It might be a Weapon War live stream without all the members. I don't know. I know I'm either going to be in the Weapon War live stream or I'm not doing one. So I know I'm not doing a live stream for it. Too many people doing it. I don't need to be sitting there trying to talk to two people. You know what I mean? So I'm not doing one. But overall, the EA conference, I mean, at the end of the day, what did you guys expect? Everybody was saying it was boring. Me personally, I'm not going to sit here and say it was boring because it was short. It was short and to the point. They showed their games and they got up out of there. And that's what I want to see. I don't want to see 2 hours of you showing me the same games over, talking about how amazing they are and how they're better because of this and that. Just show me what you got to show me, get the fuck up out of here. And that's what they did, and that's what I wanted to see. Damn, yeah, I really thought it was boring. I didn't think it was boring, man. I didn't think the conference was boring. It did show a lot of games I had no interest in. We could go over the list real quick of games that they had. And, you know, I don't know. I mean, look, let's see what they showed. Madden 18, Battlefield DLC, which no one really cared about seeing that at the conference. I'm certain of that. I know I was one of them, even though I did like the way the DLC looked. It did get me interested in playing it. Then they show EA Sports, which no one really cared about. Again, FIFA 18, some people did care about that. Me personally, I didn't. Need for Speed is something I want to play, but I lost respect for buying these games on day one due to the fact that they pop up in the vault like 2 months later. And I don't know. It's like they at this point, they're making these Need for Speed games just to put them in the vault. It just feels that way to me. So You had that. Then you had this game A Way Out. I don't know what to make of this game because, like I said, it's kind of like it's not making sense. Like, what kind of game is this? Is it an action game? Is it a point and click game? What are we looking at? Then it's an always online game. You got to play with somebody in order to play it. I don't like games that force that. Ever since Destiny, I did not like games like that. I don't like games that, because I remember when I had Destiny, right? I came in one day, you know what I mean? I was like, all right, let me play this damn game. And the internet was down or something was happening with the internet on Sony's end, and I couldn't play the game because of that. I was pissed. I was like, yo, you mean to tell me I can't play my motherfucking campaign and beat this game because Sony had a fucking crash on the network? I should be able to pop the disc in and play offline. Nope, you got to be online just to play the fucking solo campaign. I was pissed. And ever since then, I hated games that did that. I actually try not to buy games that do that. The Division was a game that did that too. If you were online, you couldn't play the solo game on the Division. I hate games that do that. Oh, so y'all talking about live. I think I skipped over live completely, didn't I? Yeah, when I said sports, it was live. I'm gonna be honest, man. I didn't see nothing wrong with live, but I mean, 2K, man. Why would you get live and you got 2K? I don't know what live is doing, man. I don't know what live is doing. I just don't know, man. Then I want to show y'all something real fast. This was funny. This game A Way Out, right? Let me screen share with you guys real fast. I want to show y'all something funny that no one really noticed or peeped. Peep this guy right here, right? This is Joseph Forrest. He's the director of the game, right? None of y'all didn't peep that he looks exactly like the character in the game, did y'all? None of y'all peeped that, right? He designed that character to look exactly like him. So I was wondering all that. I'm like, I don't know, man. I feel like he finessed it, man. He seemed cool and everything, but when he was talking about the game, he just had that Harlem Uptown finesse tactic going on, man. I was like, I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to see more about this game before I can say I could get it, man. I don't know. He said I might give Live a chance because 2K17 is trash. I mean, I don't know. Live, I don't know. I gotta agree. The one thing I gotta agree with about Live when I saw it, because I haven't bought a basketball game in a long time. I mean, a legit one, because I do have Playgrounds, but it did look robotic. You know, the problem with those games is like, okay, the character looks like he's always sweating. Even when he's sitting on the bench, the nigga got the face like he running down the court. The facial expressions and everything are just a little bit off. When you see that dude running down the court, he got the same face he got while he's sitting on the bench. I'm like, dude, like, can y'all like fix these animations properly, man? It should be looking weird, man. It'd be looking crazy. Yeah, so I showed y'all that character. He looks exactly like one of the characters in the game. I'm like, yo, man, this dude was like mad vain. Like, he was mad fucking vain when he made this character. I'm gonna show y'all real fast because this dude is like vain. I'm like, dude, you look just like the character in the game. Like, was it that serious that you had to put yourself in the game? And a lot of developers are doing this now. If you look at Near Automata, that's the same thing. So I'm showing y'all the screen real fast. This guy right here, see him right here with the white shirt on? He looks exactly like dude. He put himself in that game. He legit put himself in that game. Dr. Doc, what's good, fam? So I was like, damn, bro, you just wanted to put yourself in the game. That's why you made this game. That game looks, something about that game looks short. Something about that game looked like it's a point and click game. I'm not buying a co-op point and click game. Sorry. He said Kid Smooth gonna be the only person playing live online. Yeah, he campaigning for that, man. He might be trying to get the sponsorship or something from them. Who knows, man? Smooth might be working, man. He might be trying to get that shit at. Yeah, so that's that, man. I mean, that everything in the conference is everything in the conference. I mean, Battlefront 2. What I noticed about the gameplay for Battlefront 2, right? What I didn't like is they didn't show you Luke and Darth Vader. Now they showed you Darth Maul and they showed you Boba Fett and they showed you they didn't show you Kylo Ren. They didn't show you the characters who could block laser projectiles. Because remember in the first one, Darth Vader, if you pretty much knew how to hold the button, you could pretty much run down the map, and if anyone's shooting at you face front, you can just, you know, deflect the shots. And I'm like, okay, now that you have this new battle point system, that means you're gonna always see Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader on the map. You're gonna always see them on the map. So it's funny how when they played that game, they look like they told them only to show new characters. Yeah, it's Darth Vader. I know it's Darth Vader, man. Come on, man. I'm a Star Wars fan, B. I've been watching Star Wars way before you, man. Cut it out. Cut it out, fam. You could quiz me right now, man. I answer any Star Wars question you got. I know it's Darth Vader. It's just like it's Darth Sith. But I'm not gonna say and go, yo, that was Darth Vader. I'm gonna call him Darth Vader. You know? What did I think of Anthem? I don't know why I kind of don't remember that game though. Let's go real fast and see, man, because that probably was the BioWare game, I think, right? Because there was one game they didn't really show you shit. They kind of like snuck it on you. So that might be the game you're talking about. Yep, that is the game you're talking about. There's no really, see, this is one of those games you can't make a prediction on it because they didn't show you anything. Like, look, I'm showing you the clip now, right? I'm not gonna show you nothing. They just show you a couple of cutscenes, something looking like Iron Man, and then some robot that you could get inside of, right? Yeah, see, I remember this. They didn't show you anything. It's not really to talk about. You gotta wait and see what this is. They didn't show you what kind of game it is. This could look like this and then be one of those games like a MOBA, where it's like an overhead game, twin stick shooter. I don't get hype off shit like that. I learned that about E3. You gotta wait, because some of these games they're showing you when they come out, it's not gonna look nothing like what you thought you was gonna get. So me personally, I'm gonna wait on that game. He said, "Oh, it's just my NY accent." Yo, Neff, what you talking about, man? Yeah, man, it's not the accent. It's Darth Vader, man. As long as I don't say with a k like Darth Vader. If I say that, then you could get me. But if I leave out the k, then you know I'm saying it right. Darth Vader, man. Darth Vader. Darth Vader. Just like Darth Maul, which was OP, but then they made it where he couldn't deflect lasers. So homeboy ain't really that OP, because characters like that, all you gotta do is just concentrate all your shots on him and he's toast. I don't like that's one thing I don't like about certain characters in that game. They look OP, but all you gotta do is tell everybody in the headset, yo, concentrate all your shots on Darth Vader. He appeared on the map and he's toast. He's out of there. He's out of there, man. He's completely out of there. It's completely gone, man. So let us show some more of that. Let me see if I can find the Darth Vader part, the Darth Maul part. Let's see if we can go to the footage and see that part. There go Boba Fett, which he looked a little OP too because he got the jetpack when you indoors. But once again, all you gotta do is concentrate all your shots on him. This character right here, this DB9, this character look overpowered. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I know this is his firing support is crazy. You're gonna see a lot of people using that character. Watch. You see a lot of people using that character. You're gonna need Darth Maul to kill him because he's gonna be a problem. The Jania girl was the best part. Is that? Let me see if I know who you're talking about. Let me see if I can skip to that part that you're talking about. I think I know who you're talking about. You're probably talking about that tall, tallish looking, Latin looking chick, right? That Latina, right? Latina looking chick, right? Let me see if I can find her right here. Yeah, this is who y'all talking about, right? This cute chick, right? Yeah, that's who y'all talking about. I bet you that's who y'all talking about. That's who y'all was talking about, right? Yeah, I knew it. Look at the chat. Y'all talking about, yeah, she bad as hell. Da, 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 da. Well, you eat her, though. That's what y'all is. I don't know what you talking about, man. About to throw some dancehall reggae up in here and give you an answer, son. Oh, she's not a Latin. Well, its technical term is Latina. She's Indian. Okay, so she's Indian. Okay, she actually don't look Indian, though. Let me see. They said she's Indian. She don't look Indian to me. She don't look Indian to me, dog. It don't matter. She's still pretty or whatever. I don't think nobody cares where she's from, to be honest. You know, I don't think y'all care where she from, fam. I don't think y'all care about that. So, yeah. Yeah, when she did that pose, she walked up like that. I was like, okay, the truth. The truth. Yeah, she looked like a Latina to me, though. But yeah. Oh, yeah, the name. Hell yeah. Okay. Ivanka. Yep. That's definitely an Indian name. All right, you got it. You got it. You got it. You're right. Yeah, see, he said she looked Latina to me. She did look Latina. That's what I thought. But her last name definitely was Indian, 100%. They mocapped her into the story mode. Yeah, I can't wait to see the story, man. I hope the story ain't one of them cheap 2-hour joints either, man. He said, I hope she wasn't forced into the game like they forced Aloy into Horizon. I don't think so. I don't think so. Star Wars is doing a lot of things with chicks nowadays. Even though if you think about it, they've been kind of like all the lead roles been females lately in Star Wars, so maybe it is a agenda. She looked like a Dykeman ho low key fam. Fam took it to the son took it to the fucking Love and Hip Hop stats. I know what you're talking about, Def. I know what you're talking about, fam. I know exactly what you're talking about. You know, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm gonna keep it real with you. We're gonna talk man to man real quick. I know a lot of people don't know what we talking about, but I'm gonna tell you flat out, my brother. That's what I was thinking too, fam. Why you think I thought she was a Latina? I thought she might have been one of them cute Dominican chicks, man. Be like, yo, you know, Dímelo, DK, you know what I'm saying? Be like, yo, let me pull up. That's what I was thinking. So that's why I'm like, okay, when I saw her last name, I was like, okay, but no, you never know. She might be one of them chicks that she was born there, but her background is from Dykeman, Dykeman Heights. But yeah, I was thinking the same thing because she was looking like Sid Santana, one of them homegirls, right? So I know what you're talking about, fam. I wasn't gonna say that here on this live stream, but I know exactly what you're talking about, my brother. We can talk about that. You know what I'm saying? Because you know that chick that T.I. is messing with is from over there too. She from Dykeman. All them bad chicks y'all be seeing on TV is from Dykeman Heights, low key. That's right. Dominicans look good, right? Yep, no doubt. So anyway, man, yeah, my thoughts overall on the conference is that it was short. It was 40 minutes. They showed the games we needed to see. The games I didn't care for, they breezed through real fast. It was a wham bam, thank you, ma'am situation. I wasn't expecting too much. I personally didn't think the conference was bad. It just had a lot of games that I didn't really care for. I was only checking for 2 games and 1 DLC out of the whole conference. So I was happy with the 2 games I saw. Definitely gonna be getting Star Wars Battlefront Day 1. Everything else, I'm gonna just wait and see. I'm gonna have to cop that Need for Speed out the vault because I got a subscription for no reason over there. So I might have to utilize it on that game. But overall, that's it, man. You know, that's my thoughts on that conference. I thought it was cool. I didn't think it was bad. I'm hyped for this Xbox conference. That's what I'm waiting for now. I'm probably gonna take a little quick power nap. I have to get up, get my energy drinks ready and everything, and see what's going on. I heard that the Scorpio once again is not going to be more than $500. Some people are saying that it should be more than $500. I don't see how they're gonna shoot themselves in the foot with that, but we ain't gonna get into too much details for that. I'm gonna save that for an Xbox video. So for now, that's just my thoughts on EA's conference. I don't really got much more to say unless y'all guys got some questions. But yeah, I want to talk about something from the conference or have my take on it. I would love to know. Other than that, ain't nothing left to really talk about here. It's all up to Mike and Sony. Let's go. I think you meant Microsoft when you said Mike. So I guess that was short for Microsoft and Sony. I'm really honestly, I'm gonna keep it real. I want to see what Sony gonna do because they are quiet. Sony is just like, so they did the. This is feeling. Look, I said this on Twitter, and I'm gonna say it again. This is feeling exactly like 2013 all over again, fam. I have the schedule. I'll tell you what's today. Let me pull it up real fast. I got the schedule right here. I got the wrong phone. I'll tell y'all what time everything is. I got the schedules. Hold on. Yeah, so it is definitely 5 o'clock today Eastern time for the Xbox conference. Yeah, Bethesda's today too. Wow. Yeah, Bethesda is today. I didn't even realize that. Bethesda is later tonight. That's kind of late too. Let me find out what time that is for y'all. Damn, that's pretty late though. Damn, it's going to be 12 a.m. on the East Coast time. It's going to be at 12 o'clock tonight. Yeah, it's going to be 11:30 Eastern time. Wow, that's pretty late. So yeah, Bethesda's conference is going to be at 11:30 tonight. So that's pretty late. So Xbox is going to be at 5:30. They changed the times I see too. It was 1 and now it's 1:30. Okay, so it's going to be wait a minute. That conference time changed. Let me see something. Oh no, it's the pre-conference. Okay, so it's the same time. It's 5 o'clock for the conference and 4:30 for the pre-conference for Xbox today. If you guys want to catch the pre-conference. Yeah, Bethesda's type late. This is another thing I hated about going to E3. If you wanted to catch all of these conferences, you legit had to go there the week before E3 in order to catch everything. And so I mean you had to be out there 2 weeks. That's the reason I didn't go. Because I didn't want to be out there 2 weeks. I did 2 weeks last year and I didn't like that. I felt like I was out there too long after a while. Definitely didn't like that. There's a lot of downtime in between. I found myself in a lot of restaurants and bars and shit. And I was like, you know what? I'm hanging out, spending too much money out here. Chill, dog. Chill, son. Chill. So yeah. So then I guess I'll run a schedule down to y'all since we talking real fast. Developer Digital is another conference that's supposed to be happening. Wow, that's gonna be happening at 1 a.m. Developer Digital, that's a conference happening at 1 a.m. tonight. Well, Monday morning. Ubisoft is tomorrow. Tomorrow at 1 p.m. So that would be 4 p.m. Eastern time. And then you have Sony's, which is Monday at 6 p.m., which is late because that means it's going to be 9 p.m. tomorrow night. And then Nintendo's is going to be on Tuesday at 9 a.m. Pacific, meaning that will be 12 p.m. 12 p.m. on Tuesday, which I heard that's only going to be a half an hour. Oh, I want to tell you guys something that's in New York. I'm about to talk about the 2013 thing. Hold on. I'm going to tell you guys something that's in New York. If you are in New York or in the tri-state area, Nintendo is having an E3 event at the Nintendo World. If any of you guys want to attend that. I don't know if you guys like Nintendo that much, but if anyone loves Nintendo and they're in the tri-state area, I suggest you go there because a couple of the developers are going to be there and they're going to have a couple of giveaways and a lot of stuff for Nintendo fans. If you are a Nintendo fan, I suggest you look into that because I have the information here. I don't know if anybody wants that. But just to let you know, Nintendo is having an event in Times Square or at the same time as their conference on Tuesday, which is June 13th. And they will have giveaways and you can meet special game developers there. Just to let you go for the Nintendo fans. Okay. So they are doing that. And for the Xbox fans, yeah, they do this. These conferences are usually this late. A lot of y'all must be East Coast guys because they do usually do this. And for you Xbox guys, the conference will be held in some of the theaters in New York and around the tri-state area. If you're up north in the East Coast, you can watch some of these events in special theaters. Okay, so if you want, you can look that up as well. I do have that information for you guys if y'all need it. All right. So once again, I'm gonna go over the conferences and I'm gonna put them in standard time because all this is happening on the West Coast. The Microsoft conference will be today at 2 p.m. Pacific, meaning 5 p.m. Eastern. It will be a pre-show at 11:30 a.m., which is 1:30 p.m. Eastern. Then you have Bethesda's, which is very late tonight at 9 p.m. Pacific, and that will be 12 a.m. Eastern. Okay. And then you have another developer digital stream press conference that will be at 10 p.m. Pacific, meaning 1 a.m. Eastern. And then tomorrow, officially, you have Ubisoft's press conference, which will be at 1 p.m. Pacific. And that, of course, will be 4 p.m. Eastern. And then Sony's, which is going to be late that night, which is normal for Sony, but this is a little bit later than what I remember. Sony's conference will be at 6 p.m. tomorrow, meaning it will be at 9 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. So we're gonna have Sony's conference late, which it was late last year. It was late like that last year, I believe. It was actually, I think, a little bit later than that. And then Nintendo's, which is on the 13th, Point Nintendo at 9 p.m. Pacific, meaning it will be at 12 p.m. Eastern. Okay, so that's all the conferences, which is kind of less. Developer Digital is just a special conference where certain people get to talk about certain things. It's not really any one company or anything like that. If you want to know what the conference is, you kind of got to look it up because it's such a small conference. It's not going to have too many live streams or anything. I just figured I'd mention it to you for you guys that want to hear from the developers of certain games. It's like one of those things you got to just check it out as content. If you want to know what it is, you just got to go see. It's not really nothing too spectacular. Now, what I said about 2013, when I said this was reminding me of 2013 is because, okay, this is the thing, right? In 2013, Sony and Xbox both went to E3 to reveal new hardware. And the difference this year is that Sony already revealed their hardware last year, and that Xbox is revealing their hardware expecting to trump Sony. And Sony is being very quiet. And once again, Xbox is going first. And I'm going to tell y'all something about these conferences, even though people are going to go, no. They change a lot of shit at the last minute depending on what's going on. Now, Xbox is going to go first, and then Sony may decide to pull out a big gun because of the response to Xbox. Depending on what Xbox is going to show today, you're going to get Sony to do some crazy shit tomorrow night. Sony will pull a rabbit out of their hat at the last minute in response to Xbox. This feels a lot like 2013 to me because Sony has not given out too many leaks or said anything about what they got planned. And they have to have something planned for this hardware. Now, there are things going on that I heard that Xbox is going to have responses to the Scorpio's hardware. What could those be? I have no clue. But judging from the way 2013 went, Sony has to have some kind of surprise. Sad Hill said lies. I agree, man. Look, I'm going to keep it real with y'all, man. I prefer Xbox over PlayStation. I'm keep it real. I'm still that way, man. But I'm going to keep it real with y'all, man. You got to have competition, man. You got to have competition, and Sony is doing their thing, man. Where did I get Sony makes last minute changes? I got that from the fact that I've been to a couple of E3s and I had itineraries for the events. Now, let me say something to you guys about E3. Every time you go to E3, you're supposed to get what's called an itinerary, right? And you can go to the offices and get like layouts and, transcripts and things of that nature, like little pieces of information, not much. But if you go and poke around, you can find out more information about like what's the plans. And I mean, it wasn't a surprise. No one should be too surprised that if you saw my channel get into E3 with a media badge and I had less than a certain amount of subscribers needed, obviously I knew somebody at the show, duh. So I did know a showrunner for E3 who works there. And I was able to get access to some information. And yeah, their last minute changes made all the time at E3. All the time. Just like Red Dead Redemption was supposed to be shown off at a trailer was supposed to be shown off at last year's E3, and they decided to pull that trailer due to the fact that there was a shooting in that club and the guy snuck the gun in there and they felt like it was too violent. There was a person at E3 last year who was threatening to shoot E3, some white guy in some pickup truck. I don't know if you guys remember this, but this happened at E3 last year. And yeah, there were changes made. At the last minute. So it happens all the time. So if you think Sony's going to sit there, just like the DRM was supposed to be announced by Sony and Microsoft at 2013's E3, and Microsoft went first and announced DRM, and Sony said, we don't know what you're talking about, even though they both were going to announce DRM together. So that's a prime example of what I'm talking about. I know some people are going to say that's a law. That was never the case. Yeah, Sony and Microsoft were supposed to both launch DRM in 2013 for the consoles, and Sony saw the backlash that Microsoft got and decided to not talk about DRM and not have it in their games. And if you think that is a lie, you can go to your console right now and see the HPC protection inside of your console that was going to be the DRM that they were going to use, and now you have the option to turn that shit off. So for you people that think everything's just propaganda and people being paranoid, no, it's not. That's a prime example of one of the situations where Microsoft went first and shot themselves in the foot, and Sony came in and swept up all the crumbs. Just like it sounds like they may try to do this year. Hopefully, you Xbox dudes get a reward. And you guys that's like putting M's all in your Twitter handle and, you know, going around talking about we made it and cool. I'm gonna be honest, y'all ate a lot of shit. I'm not gonna hate on y'all. I just hope y'all get rewarded for all of the fanboying and the damage controlling and the energy y'all put into that shit. I hope y'all get your reward tonight. I swear I really do. I hope you guys get something that y'all can walk away with your heads held high. Because I know for a fact Sony ain't walking out of there like that. So I don't think Sony gonna just let them walk up out of there with their fucking shirt pressed neat and their collar bent back all nice and clean. I think Sony gonna ruffle some feathers as well. I just think 60 million consoles, they're not walking in there and walking out like it ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. It feels a lot like 2013 when Sony was very quiet. Microsoft went first and then Sony came down with the hammer. That's all I'm saying. It feels exactly like that. That's all I'm saying. Now, I pray and hope that you guys get, a reward. I hope that, Microsoft gives y'all that console. I'm hearing it will not be more than $500. That's a fact. I don't know if it's going to be $399 or $499, but I know it won't be more than $499. King Friday, how you feeling, man? So I hope you guys get your reward, man. A lot of y'all been out here wilding this last couple of days. I seen y'all on Twitter. I personally am on vacation. Because I was planning to go to E3 and at the last minute I did not go. And I'm on vacation, so I've been off of social media for the past couple of days. I might reply to a tweet here and there, but I have been off social media. But I will admit, man, I saw y'all wilding on Twitter, and I just pray that you get your reward, man. I hope you get that cookie or whatever it is you're looking for, and you get that, because a lot of people took a lot of shit on the Xbox side for years. You missed my breakdown of some of the games for the EA conference, my opinion on it and everything like that. As usual, man, just watch the stream back. You know what I mean? Catch up on some of the gaming talk. Right now, we're just talking about early predictions for Xbox conference right now before we get out of here. Can I see Scorpio playing PC games? All right, look, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I spoke to an engineer and he told me that Steam was supposed to be playable on the Scorpio. But I mean, when you think about it from a hustler standpoint or just being like logical, why would the Xbox allow PC games to be played on its console when it's trying to sell you its own games? So I don't think that's going to be something that's going to be possible due to the fact that supposedly the Scorpio is running 4K 60 games smoother than people's PCs. And if that's the case, which I'm gonna be honest, that's probably possible because 4K is a bitch to run, man. And I could see a console only dedicated to gaming being able to do that better than the PC. That's just my opinion. But I don't know if it's gonna be running better than a beastie PC, like with a fucking good CPU, a good graphics card, a good motherboard, all of that stuff. I don't think so. I mean, the standard PC trying to run 4K, yeah, maybe. But overall, I don't see PC games being allowed to play on a Scorpio for one reason, Windows 10. I don't see Steam being on Windows 10 due to the fact that Windows 10 is on Xbox, because they're saying that they're going to integrate Windows 10 way more into the Scorpio. When the Scorpio drops, it's supposed to get a new UI, and that UI is supposed to be pretty much a universal Windows 10 UI. And it's supposed to be something where you can play your games on like crossplay, because Crackdown 3 is a crossplay game as well. State of Decay may finally make crossplay. I don't know. The first one didn't. I'm hoping the second one will, so I could buy one and just play it whenever I'm on my PC or on my Xbox. Because honestly, the reason I'm buying the Scorpio day one is the convenience of the console. It's a powerful console, and I could just take it with me. When I'm going somewhere, I could just take my console. When I travel, I take my PlayStation 4. I take my Xbox One. I take one of my consoles with me. And I would love to take my Scorpio if it's going to be giving me 4K on the go. Love to. I don't mind, you know, hooking it up to a 1080p TV while I'm traveling, throw a couple games on while I'm chilling. It's cool with me. He said Scorpio's going to sell like 10 units in Japan. If this console's $500, I'm gonna be honest. They're going to be looking to have so many people not buy it. I mean, at the end of the day, that's one thing I do not like. That's one thing I really don't like. Okay, so somebody told me check my DMs on Twitter. Hope this ain't no console war shit, man. I hope this ain't no console war shit. Let me see. You said check my DMs. What DMs? I just checked my DMs. What DMs are you talking about? I hope you're not talking about YouTube. Oh man, I don't be going on no damn YouTube DMs. What's wrong with you, fam? Who goes on their YouTube DMs? I don't even know how to do that shit. I'm gonna try. I don't even know how to do that, man. Messages. No DRM confirmed in 2013. Sony tells Eurogamer PlayStation 4 will not block used games. I don't know if you heard what I said, bro. Sony did not DRM after Xbox got shot in the foot with it. I think I just explained that to you. So I wasn't saying that PlayStation had DRM. I said they decided to not use DRM after the slander that Xbox caught for it, because both consoles were going to have DRM in it. If you want proof that the PlayStation was going to have DRM in it, all you have to do is go to your dashboard right now and go look at the settings and look at HPC. That is the DRM setting right there. You could turn it on or off. If you turn it on, you can't do mad shit on your console. If you turn it on, you could do things like stream. That was the DRM feature right there. They had it. When the console first, look, when PlayStation 4 first came out, if y'all remember, people couldn't do nothing on the console. They couldn't stream or anything because it had a DRM in it, and you had to wait for an update to remove it. If y'all remember the PS4, because I brought mine day one, you could not stream or nothing on the console because it had DRM in it when you brought it day one. Go Google that. I'm not making that up. I don't know why y'all guys think I be lying about shit. I'm not lying about that. You can Google that. That's a fact. When the PlayStation 4 first came out, you had to wait for a patch in order to do things like stream and all of that because it had DRM in it already. And they were removing the DRM as they updated the console. I'm not lying about that. Both consoles had DRM in it, and they removed it last minute. So I don't know if you guys remember 2013 as well as I do, but I know when I got my PlayStation 4, it had DRM in it immediately, and it was being removed in updates. Yo, Jimmy, you're right. Thank you. Because I don't know why this dude think I'm lying. Both consoles had DRM in it. It's just PlayStation was smart. They saw that people, yeah, Google it. He said Google people. Yes, that's a fact. PlayStation saw what happened with Xbox, and they removed the DRM very quickly. And they did it quietly. But it was in the console when you brought it. If you brought the PlayStation day one, you had DRM on your console, and it was removed with an update that came out like a week later. All you got to do is Google that. Now, the other thing, this is repetitive. This feels like 2013 again. Xbox is going to come out tonight, blow your doors off, do everything they got to do, tell you the pre-orders is available, yada, yada, yada. And then Sony's going to come creeping out tomorrow night after they see what happened, and they're going to make changes to their shit. I'm telling you, that's what they're going to do. And they're going to respond accordingly because that's what Sony does that. I don't know why people don't know. Sony did that shit with the DRM. They saw that DRM shit, took that shit right out of their conference. He said, I know they had DRM. That's not what I'm talking about. So I don't know what you're talking about because we're talking about DRM right now. The consoles, we're talking about Sony responding accordingly to Xbox conference right now. That's technically what we're talking about. And that's pretty much what I think is going to happen again. Sony is very quiet. We have so many leaks on Xbox conference. We have so little leaks on Sony's conference. Why? Because I don't think their conference is 100% established yet. I think they have extra space, extra time. Let me leave that open so that doesn't do that again. He said, but they confirmed no DR in February. Fam, I don't know if you paying attention, man. I don't know why you keep coming back with the DRM argument. DRM was in your console. If you go to your PlayStation dashboard, the DRM is still there. You could turn it off. They gave you an option to turn it off. It's actually in your console right now. If you turn on your PlayStation 4 right now and go to your menu setting, the DRM is still there. It's not even gone. It's still there. You could turn it off. He said it's like talking to a wall. This is the thing about people. What are you talking about? I don't get what your argument is. What are you saying? What are you saying? Because we're talking about Sony's conference and Xbox conference. You keep talking about DRM and saying that's not what I'm saying. They confirmed or didn't confirm it. He said, why are people arguing it's a fact? Because people don't like to be wrong, or people don't like to debate properly. Like whenever I debate with somebody, instead of them saying, yeah, you're right, they like to just go through this whole back and forth thing. I don't know. I don't understand it, because I'm trying to get him to make his point. He says that's not what he's talking about. So if you're not talking about the DRM, what are you talking about? That's what I'm asking the guy. So we could get this out so everybody could learn from this. Like it's an educational thing. What are you talking about? I want to know what you're talking about. He said, I'm stuck with the RX 489. I got off AMD a while ago. Move on, Jimmy. Get back to other stuff. Yeah, we moving past that. I'm reading the chat. It's break time. Gaming lives matter in this extended breaks. He said they made last minute changes at E3 2013 concerning DRM, but I showed you that the conference, no DRM way before that. You're wrong about the no DRM, and this is the last time I'm gonna address you. You are wrong. I don't care what the article you said has, because DRM is currently in your console now. I just told you can go to your PS4 and go to your settings and look at HPC setting and see that there's a box to check that off and on. That is DRM. All you got to do is Google it. It's still in your console to this day. So how am I wrong when the DRM is still there? Yes, it was planned, and it was going to be announced at E3. And last minute, Sony changed the conference and took it out after the response that Xbox got. I just said that to you. Microsoft even said that Sony was supposed to announce DRM in their conference, and they didn't. So I'm going to move on after that. I read your sentence, bro. He said I'm not reading the sentence. I don't know. Anyway, he said you trolling, just block him. No, I'm not gonna block him, but it's kind of clear that he is being a little bit trollish. But okay. Nah, what it is though, people don't like to take an L in a debate. That's all it is. Nah, don't block him. He just wanted to make a point. I don't think he should be blocked for it. He's not being disrespectful or rude. Don't block him. Definitely don't block a guy for having a different opinion. I don't mind that. Not at all. I get what he's saying. He's saying that Sony. See, this is the thing. Like, no offense, he kind of fanboying for Sony. He's saying that the DRM was announced way before the conference, that they were not going to have it in the machine. And I'm trying to let him know in a nice way. Sony lied. They finessed you. Yeah, they said that, but they were going to put it in the console, because if you look at the PlayStation when it came out day one, it had DRM in it, and they had this literally come out and say, we have to make an update to the console to address that issue and move on. He said fanboy for Sony, fuck Sony. So I don't get why you keep pushing the issue, because I'm telling you they lied. You showed me an article, like the article means they're telling the truth. A lot of people don't tell the truth on the internet, man. A lot of things are done for clicks. So I'm telling you that the console still has DRM in it right now. I could go on my PlayStation and turn the DRM right now. I could live stream right now and show you me turning on the DRM on my console. So I don't know what you guys are arguing about that for. But anyway, I digress. Let's move on officially. So I want to see what Sony's going to do due to the simple fact that they're super quiet. They're super quiet. This is exactly how they were in 2013. We knew last year what they were coming with. We knew they were coming with the VR and all of that. We knew all of this stuff. Like the year before that and all. We knew everything. This year, we just know about a couple games and that's it. Like, let me go look on my screen and see if they tell us how long the conference is going to run for, because we know Xbox conference is going to run for an hour and a half to 2 hours. Yep, you don't even have a runtime for the conference. Oh yeah, we don't know what MS is showing, but I have a good idea what they're showing. I got some got a little inside information on the Xbox conference. I'm hearing about no VR. They're not gonna show no augmented reality, virtual reality shit. They got a couple of surprise games that they got being remade. They got a couple of third-party what I don't want to say exclusives. They got third-party timed exclusives. I heard about what they got. I'm not gonna spoil it for you, but yeah, they got some shit. Xbox do got some shit. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, no VR means more games. Like, great, right? I'm telling you, they do got more games. They got a couple of surprises, man. One of the games I heard, I was like, oh wow, if Xbox got this one game, people gonna be mad. They're gonna be jelly, man. I know when I heard this one title, I said, oh, that's a good surprise, yo. That's a very good surprise. That's a very good. Xbox got a couple of treats. I'm not even gonna lie. From what I heard, they got some nice little games, man. They do got some good games. Some of these games are gonna surprise people, and they're gonna be running at 4K 60 to my understanding. So yeah, they got some good shit coming out, man. We just gotta make sure the price is right. All we gotta do, this is all Xbox gotta do, and I heard they're not gonna do this. They gotta make sure the price is right, and I already heard the price is not gonna be right. I heard the price is gonna be high. I can't say the number right now because it's a rumor, but the rumor that I'm hearing is the price is going to be as high as it could be. And if that's the case, I think they're making a mistake. If they make that console the price that I heard, they're gonna make a mistake. It needs to be $399. It needs to be $399 just to make up for the fact that it's gonna be two consoles already. You're gonna bring out 3 Xbox Ones. Come on, you can't make the third one that high. Nah, it's not gonna be more than 500. It's not gonna be more than 500. Someone said 599. Nah, it's not gonna be that high. Yeah, it's not gonna be more than 500. But if it is that much money, it's gonna hurt the sales of the console. A lot of people are not gonna run out and buy that console. A lot of people are gonna run out and buy the Xbox One S, which is actually a good console. It's a good console, you know. BioWare game look cool. I spoke about the BioWare game. As far as the BioWare game, here's the thing about it, right? See, this is the thing. Like, let me show this to y'all live because I want to hear you guys' opinion on this. Because you said the game looked cool, but this is what I want to know about the game, right? Let me close this. Let me go to the game because the game is called Anthem, and I want you to tell me one thing about this game, right? Because you guys said the game looked cool, right? I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just curious. What did they show you? They didn't really show you anything. If you look at the gameplay, all you see is a couple of cutscenes. You know, you see some kind of terrain with dinosaur life, and then you see a robot that you could get inside of, and that's it. You don't really see nothing. So I can't say the game looks cool. I didn't see the game. So we gotta wait and see, man. We gotta wait and see, man. We gotta wait and see. You gotta wait and see what that's about, man. So I didn't see anything to condone that game being good or bad or anything. I didn't see no gameplay. We didn't see nothing. Yeah, I can't front. Sad Hill he made a good point. I said the same thing. Where's the Star Wars from Visceral Games? A lot of people want to see that version of Star Wars too, so that's why I'm wondering why they didn't show anything from that. But makes you wonder. That game must be not coming out no time soon. Because I was thinking they probably want to focus on Battlefront more than anything. What was you asking me, Game of Lives Matter? You said you're trying to ask me now. What you trying to ask me, brother? Oh, okay. So we got a response from Ron in the chat. He said it's been confirmed that they're going to show more footage of Anthem at Xbox conference. Ooh, Xbox conference, they get ready to come through. Because I heard they're going to show Star Wars in 4K 60 too. So that's two things we know now that Xbox is getting ready to do, to shit on some competition. That's good. That's good. I want to see that. I want to see Xbox come out here and shine, boy. Weapon will be going to E3 next year. Are you asking me, are we going or not? Because I know that everybody said they're going. I know I gotta go to next year's E3 because I didn't go to this one. We all should be going. I mean, at the end of the day, I can't speak for everybody, but to my understanding, everybody should be going. I think Heartache going. I think BG going. I know I'm going. I think Jack is going. I'm pretty sure Smooth is gonna want to go back. I ain't gonna even hold you. I highly doubt Bond is gonna go. Bond he don't even really seem that interested right now, and none of that shit. So everyone excluding Bond, I think, wants to go. Oval Brown, what's good, family? you said Uncharted, Star Wars. There's some footage. I don't know what you mean by that. Anthem is marketing with Sony. That would explain why they're gonna have footage. I'm gonna be honest. Like I said, I'm hearing Microsoft has a lot of timed exclusives. So there's supposed to be a lot of timed exclusive stuff. Well, I shouldn't say a lot. A couple of timed exclusives, a couple of surprise titles that they've been working on in the console. So we got to see what the games are. But I heard some good rumors, some great rumors, some nice titles, surprise titles. Can everybody afford to go because of the Patreon drop? Nah, the Patreon is not going to be able to take everybody to E3. It would need to be more than what it is now. It never was enough to go to E3 to Patreon. Not for everybody. You know, Smooth publicly stated that he spent, what, $3,000 to go? So just think about one person and what the Patreon at its highest was. It was never enough to go to E3. So we would need a lot more than what's in the Patreon to go to E3 for everybody. There's 6 of us. So you would need at least, I would honestly, let me just be very, very blunt and say for 6 people to go to E3, it would probably need to be like 12,000. And I know everyone's not going. So it would need to be at least double what it was. At least double to even think about going to E3. Nah, $3,000 for you and your girl is not bad, and it depends on how you want to go. Like if you're gonna rent a car, get a good hotel, you know, it depends. And plus, I'm not getting in his business. I don't know what he did. He could have like added more shit in. Like remember, you're gonna be out there for mad days, so you probably want to do other things besides going to gaming events. So he probably spent that because he's going to get like a tour and, you know, probably you have like, you know, some dinners included, stuff like that. We don't know what his whole, you know, breakdown was. But you don't have to spend that much to go. But you do need to spend at least a stack, man. You're going to spend at least a stack or better. You're definitely spending at least a stack. No way you going out there because the plane ticket alone is going to be like what? Depending on where you're coming from, a plane ticket could be anywhere between $300 to $600. Blaze, what's good? Blaze Pyro, what's good, fam? You're going to spend at least $400 to $600 on a ticket. You're going to spend another at least, what, $400 to $600 on a hotel. So you add a G right there. Then if you get a car, that's another what, maybe $300-400. So you add a stack and a half right there, and then you got to eat, which is another what, $500 because you're gonna want to like chill. So that, you know, you're looking at $2,000 right there. To fly, drive, and chill in a hotel and eat is about 2 stacks right there. Oh, if you come out there, that'll be what's up. Yeah, honestly, everybody who I would like to see you out there gaming Lives Matter, to be honest. Everybody, if you've never been to E3, you should go. You definitely should experience it at least one time. You don't got to go every year because some people go every year because it's good for your business. But you should go at least once. That's a fact. I think everybody should go at least once. Nah, you say fuck that, but think about it. I watch it live. I can't front. It's nice watching it from your couch. I'm gonna keep it real. You don't got the stress of bumping into all these weirdos and, you know, rude people and nerds and stuff like that. People you don't know, strangers. But it's a nice experience, man. It's a nice experience to experience once. Like I feel like I never got to go back again. But it's nice to go. It's nice to just go, you know, be a part of your culture. He said, not for $3,000, my brother. Nah, fact. I can't front. $3,000 is a lot of money, man. But like I said, there's ways, man. There's ways to go. You don't gotta spend that. You know, you could be cheapo, but at the end of the day, do you really want to fly out to LA if you don't live nowhere near California and be cheap? You want to live. So that's the thing about it. Now there's a few weirdos, like Hardy said. I think I watched the stream and he said you got people who never come outside who come to that one event. That's a fact. I've seen it. I've seen dudes who look. I'm gonna just say flat out. I went in the Nintendo section. Dudes was straight stinking. Like dudes ain't washed their ass. I was like, yo, how could you come out to a public event smelling like you never washed your ass? Like people were smelling homeless you know, there's places where when you go there, you're gonna be like, ew, this dude ain't washed his butt. He's in here with like thousands of people. there's some weirdos, man. There's a couple of people that's very strange, and I don't mean to be rude. Seem like I'm talking about nobody, but I'm just telling y'all, I seen that. Like when I went to the back of the Nintendo section, it was a lot of dudes over there who was stinking. Like they ain't have on deodorant, they had on dirty clothes. I was like, ugh. I was gonna record it, and then I said, let me chill, because I had an encounter in 2015 with these 3 dudes, and they tried to jump me. And they tried to jump me in front of the E3 where you walk into the first floor. They tried to jump me right there because they wanted to skip me. And dudes was some stink, nerdy, weirdo looking cats. And I ain't gonna front that the whole time dude was like trying to cut in front of me. I was like, yo, dude, just you stink. Just move away from me, fam. You stink, B. Like, where's your soap at? Where's your deodorant? You know, that's the one good thing about the conference. Like, I'm either driving, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't drive, I got driven. My boy was driving the whole time. I jump in the shower, soap up, deodorant up, jump in the car, pull up to the front door, valet parking. I used to park right under the fucking building and go right upstairs to the conference and be chilling. But dudes was in there stinking, B, running around smelling like straight dookie. I was like, yo, all they was missing was the caution tape. And what's crazy is them dudes knew they was stinking, so they stayed in a certain section where all the stinky dudes stayed at. It was like a whole bunch of stinky Nintendo dudes. No offense to the Nintendo community. Please don't come at my neck. Please don't make 1,000 videos. Please, I'm not talking about nobody in particular. Let me put the disclaimer out there, because there's going to be 1,000 videos tonight about me because I said that. I'm just talking about what I experienced. Please don't come at my neck. Please don't crucify me. Please don't kill me. Please don't threaten my family. Please don't try to murder me or get me fired or none of that stuff. I'm just talking about my experiences. Please, I'm sorry, Lord Jesus. I'm sorry they was stinking. Sorry. So, I mean, you got a lot of weirdos, man, that be at that shit. As I said, y'all need to go. Listen, y'all need to go, man. I swear to God, listen. Next year, if anybody could go, man, listen, hit me up, pull up, man. You know, me and my boys, we be having a nice time. No negativity. We don't be on no bullshit because, you know, we in another town. Ain't nobody trying to go to Los Angeles and deal with the LAPD and go to jail, because them niggas is just as bad as NYPD. Matter of fact, they might be worse, because no lie, the first year I went there, I think I seen these niggas shooting somebody. So with that being said, yo, let me know you out there. Pull up to our hotel. We could all chill out, you know, have a good time. It don't gotta be super expensive, but for real, everybody pull up. Let's do it for the culture. Let's have a good time. I'm gonna be there next year. Definitely, I'm gonna be there. Me and a couple of my boys will be there. I got family out there that live right by the airport. You know, pull up. We'll have a good time. It's fun. You should go at least once. I'm definitely gonna go next year, and I would like to see y'all there. Definitely go at least once. It's funny as hell, man. You know, I'm telling you. It's a couple of restaurants me and my boys like to go to when we out there and shit too. We go have a good time. Last time we was there, we went to this comedy spot. It was like maybe 2 miles from the hotel I was staying at. And yo, we ended up having that whole shit on lock. We had them chicks. The chicks were supposed to do comedy. We had them chicks in the back with us. The nigga who owned the spot was mad. They ain't want to go do the show. They was too busy fucking with us in the back getting drunk. Yo, we had mad fun. I recorded a lot of that shit, but I ain't posted because I ain't want my family to see, you know, what I was doing. Because they're gonna be like, oh, why you was out there with them girls doing da-da-da? Listen. What happens in LA stays in LA. Bottom line though is, trust me, go experience it. You gonna have a good time, man. Nev said, I'm never going to E3. Too many people. I'm gonna be honest. It is a lot of people. But you get to meet the mayor. You get to meet the governor. You know, you get to meet people. You get to see some of your favorite YouTubers in person. You know, it's not bad, man. It's not bad. You got to go at least once. And yes, the crowds are annoying and all of that. It's mad people. You got to wait on lines and all of that. But you're not going out there for that. You're doing it for the culture. You know what I mean? You're going out there to represent, you know, your gaming culture, your life. You're going to have a good time. It's like a vacation, except you're going to do a lot of walking. That's all it is. They said Nev social reject her for her. Yo, Nev, low key, you did sound like a social reject when you said that. That's like Bond. Bond was like, I'm never going to that. So I'm like, Bond, come on, man. I'm trying to get Bond to go. Bond will go anywhere but E3. But nah, you should go at least once, man. Like I said, go at least once before you judge it. He said, I'm trying to meet Red Infamy. What is with y'all in Red Infamy, man? Leave Red Infamy alone, bro. Leave her alone, man. She probably got like 90% of y'all looking for her. He said, you said hold them girls at E3. You mean how's the girls? Oh yeah, he said how's the girls at E3? Look, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, right? The person I know at E3 is a chick. You know what I mean? I ain't messing with her nothing, but she's the one that got me into the last 2 times because that's how I got my media badge. She's not there now, so I gotta try and find a different way to get in there. But honestly, the chicks is pretty. Like when you go to E3, you're gonna have chicks that work there who come up to you. They're gonna want to survey you, ask you questions about it and all that. And you know, Cali got some pretty girls, man. Y'all should know that already. So a lot of them chicks look good. I know the girl, one of the girls who worked at the Nintendo booth, I was on her neck, like, yo, come here. She was like, oh, where you from? You from New York? Because I hit her with the straight, yo, come here, ma. So she was like, what happened? I was like, listen, you know, I'm new in town. You know, I'm out here. I don't know what's going on. Can you help me out? Sure, give me your number. I was like, all right, here we go. Next thing you know, I was in there like swimwear. People was like, yo, why he getting to go to the front of the line? Why he in here? Why he over there? I'm like, dude, because I ain't a nerd like y'all. I hollered. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of pretty girls in there, man. It ain't a lot of black chicks there. It's a lot of black chicks that work there. But it's a lot of pretty girls that like. I remember I went upstairs to the 2nd floor, and I can't say what game it is because I can't tell on myself like that. But it was a certain game I went to go get a private viewing of because I set up the appointment. And this chick walked in there with these corn braids. Man, I was staring at this chick. She was so pretty. I was staring at her. I didn't even realize I was staring at her. The dude came over and was like, yo, are you paying attention to the game? I was like, you nerd ass nigga, no. I ain't paying attention to no game. You see that girl right there? Fucking talking about video game. And I was like, yeah, let me chill. Because I was getting a little savage, man. I was like, you know, she's just sitting there knowing it too. She's sitting like 2 seats from me, just sitting there knowing she was pretty. I was like, man, let me get up on out of here, man. I'm supposed to be focusing on the game. I'm staring at this chick. So I was like, let me get up out of here. So yeah, it's some nice ladies there, man. Definitely ain't gonna have a problem meeting no females there. Long as you just not on no creepy shit, because there's a lot of creepy dudes there. Like they be staring at the chicks, mouth drooling. It's a lot of dudes who act like they never see the girl before there. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. It's a lot of dudes in there like that, man. Nah, I can't say what game it was, fam. Because Because low key, I'm gonna tell y'all the funny shit. When I went back there next year, the dude remembered me. I was like, damn, I'm a big guy. I guess it's easy for me to be remembered, but low key, the dude remembered me. He's like, oh yeah, you the guy from last year who sit next to the girl. I was like, damn, he remembered the whole scenario. All those thousands of people, this dude remembered me. So I was like, yeah. I can't say what game, fam. Because I was like not paying attention at all. All I can tell you is, how can I explain what game it is? I'm gonna tell you. I'll give you a hint to what game it was. Because for some reason it came both years. How can I give you a hint? The guy in the game wears a trench coat and he has glasses. That's the only hint I could give you. That's the hero of the game. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say. I can't say no more. I don't want to get in trouble. Because they was like looking at me like, yo, dude is unprofessional. Because I didn't care too much about the game because I had seen it so many times already. I had unplayed it already. I had got access to a build of the game. I ain't care. So I'm gonna keep it. By the time, only reason I went there is because I had the appointment. I really wanted to like low key not even go to that appointment because I had seen the game so much already. And I was low key mad because the game had a booth downstairs that you didn't even need an appointment. And you see the same shit you see that they make you make the appointment for. I was like, yo, why y'all made me make an appointment to see some shit anybody could walk in on the show floor and see? I was mad as fuck about that. So yeah, I was staring at that chick, man. I was like, this shit is bullshit, fam. Y'all finesse me, man. So I ain't gonna say what game it is though, because I'm talking too much shit. Anyway, yeah, it's a good experience, man. Overall, I think everybody should go at least once. You should go at least once. You see Smooth on Twitter look like he having a great time, right? That's his first time, man. He having a great time. And when I went, nobody knew who I was. Like a lot of people didn't know who I was. So it was better than now. Like if I go now, a few more people know who I am. So it'll be a little bit different. When I went the first 2 times, nobody knew who I was like that. People kept asking me, how did you get in here? I was like, it's obvious I must have knew somebody if I'm in here. Duh. Y'all don't know who my channel is and I'm sitting here with y'all. Y'all should know it was the way I got in there. But now anybody could go. And I think you should go, man. That's my personal opinion. Now that anybody could go, I think you should definitely go. Yo, gaming lives matter. I need to ask you a quick question, my brother. Cousin Curveball. Somebody sent me a friend request on PS4 named Cousin Curveball. Is that really his name? Is he really calling himself Cousin Curveball, or is it just Curveball? I need to know if Cousin Curveball is legit him, because I got a friend request from him and I accepted it. And I'm like, I hope that's not like some troll account. Is that really him or not? I need you to confirm that for me while I got you in the chat. Yo, if Gaming Lives Matter and Curveball be there, that's gonna be hilarious. Yo, Gaming Lives Matter. You drink? Oh Lord, it's gonna be funny watching all these people there. Cause everybody, like, it's fun. The one thing about internet, right? YouTube, when you meet people in person, they are so different than what you expect them to be like in real life. Like in person, I'm not gonna talk around strange people, but I'm like, you know, I'm gonna go out and have a good time. So it's like, okay, people who seem like mad live, when you see them in person, they be kind of dead. And people who be kind of dead, when you see them in person, they be mad live. And you be like, damn, you the complete opposite of the way you act on YouTube. So it's gonna be funny seeing people in person that you know from YouTube. Trust me, that is funny when you see how people act in person. All right, so Cousin Curveball on PSN is not him, right? Because I got a friend request from a person named Cousin Curveball. All right, so I'm gonna delete that account because let me know if I'm doing that right now. I'm talking to y'all. Let me turn on my PS4 because I was like, "Who is this? Is this really him?" So I got a confirmation from you, Cousin Curveball is not real. Okay. See, this is the only thing I'm be getting. Like, why would you go and make a fake account and do all like people be bugging sometimes? This nigga made a Cousin Curveball PSN account and it's not real. Yo, I swear niggas be surprising the shit out of me sometimes, man. Yeah, last online when he sent me the friend request 4 days ago. Trophy level 1. Let me see if he play any games. This nigga don't got one trophy. He got one friend, which is fucking me. Oh Lord, let me go on ahead and do what I gotta do. He said, when you meet me, you'll be meeting the person you saw on YouTube. No, I'm not. You gonna be, I'll meet you in person. I'm gonna be like, yo, what car you driving? You're gonna be like, yeah, man, I don't know if I'm gonna take the Rolls or the Bentley today. I don't know which car I'm gonna drive. I don't think you're gonna be like that when I meet you in Cali. All right, that account is deleted. I had to delete that account. This nigga was, nah, I don't know what be going on with people. Nah, I already deleted the account, fam. He said that's not him. Cool with me. Account deleted, fam. Deleted. Now I don't even know if it's the same people, right? I don't know. Like I don't even want to get into like talking about that shit. But the bottom line is that Cousin Curveball account. My antenna went up when I seen it. I'm like, But what I need to do is start looking at niggas' trophies and shit, because everybody be like trophy watching me and all of that. So I got to make sure when people send me a request, that make sure they got trophies and shit. That's all. Remember what? Like I had some people talking about trophies for like God knows how long. I'm like, what is this dude talking about? Like, you keep talking about trophies I ain't got that I had and all that. I don't know what niggas be talking about. You ain't got the trophy. You beat this game on easy. I'm like, what are they talking about? What the hell are they talking about, man? What game? I don't play games on easy. What are they talking about? So I ain't know what niggas was talking about. Never do, actually. I know I'm starting to realize I don't know what people be talking about, but I ain't even getting into all that. He said versus Bond at the pool. Yeah, Bond is like on vacation right now. I'm like, if you was gonna go on vacation, you should have went to E3, fam. I don't know. Bond is low key in me, in my opinion. I gotta ask Bond when I speak to him. Like, yo, man, you still play games, dog? Because all I see him doing is playing 30 FPS console games. This is the same guy that always has something to say about 30 FPS, how it's not playable, and all this other stuff. But when I turn around, all you've been playing is 7th gen 30 FPS games. So I don't know. And then when I try to bring it up to Bon just admits it. Yeah, that's true. So here he even take the fun away from it. He said Smooth gonna stalk Phil Spencer in Metal Gear mode. Cats on Gav or Neo Gav salty that Anthem gonna be with MS. Well, they better get mad because I heard a couple games is gonna be MS timed exclusive and all that. I heard a couple games is going down like that. Did I watch your last video on YouTube? Gaming Lives Matter. Nah. I'm gonna be honest, man. I don't know if you heard me when I said it. I haven't been on social media the past couple of days. I've been on vacation. I'm gonna be on vacation for the next couple weeks. So I haven't been around like that. Gaming Lives Matter Volume 1. All I see is you didn't like my video, sir. That's what I do see. When I went to your page, it shows you like videos. And I see a picture of Red Infamy, of course. And then I see a picture of Hard Eats video. And I don't see a picture of my video. I don't know how to feel about that, sir. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to feel about that. Because you clearly ain't want you ain't like my shit. So I don't know. No, I'm just playing though. I'm just joking around with you. I gotta watch Red Infamy's video. I see. I hate LAX. It says I arrived at LAX. Someone just sent me a friend request on Xbox. Okay, I see you. I see you. Okay, why am I getting all these friend requests? Okay. Let me turn this off. Hold on. You know Bond got a fruity drink at the pool with sunglasses on. Cream all over his face. Yo, man. Bond said he might be in the podcast today. I don't know if he gonna make it or not. The way he gonna connect, I don't think he gonna make it, but he said he gonna try. I'll watch your video Gaming Lives Matter when you like mine, sir. That's how I'm gonna do that. Jimmy, did you see the people were calling EA game Way Out Hard 8 Simulator? A Hard 8 Simulator? What you mean? I don't get the joke. Wait, they said they were calling the EA game A Way Out a Hard 8 Simulator. Why? I don't get the joke. Yo, I don't get the joke on that. You gotta explain that to me. Bond is trying hard to not get hyped for E3. Yo, Bond low-key don't give a fuck about E3, fam. I'm telling you, I had conversations with this man, and I'm trying to get him to go to E3. He like the only person I know for sure is not going. The podcast should be. This is what's gonna happen. Let me. I don't want to give you the final word. BG probably about the live stream. Y'all gonna need to ask him, but this is what I was told for the plans for the streaming today. Okay, let me tell you what's going on. Of course, y'all know me. I'm not gonna stream for the Xbox conference. The Weapon Wheel podcast is definitely gonna be today. Now, the podcast is either gonna be a live reaction of the Xbox conference because it's gonna be right before the podcast start. So the plan is to just do a podcast all the way through. And whoever joins, because some people are going to do solo reactions to the Xbox conference. I'm not doing that, of course. Oh, the game is about escaping jail for 10 years. That's funny. Yo, I care fun. That's fucking funny. I get it now. That's funny. Hardy did 10 years. That's funny. Oh, yeah. Matter of fact, I think when I joined the stream, I heard him say something like that. I was slow. My bad. That's funny, though. That's low-key mad funny. That's funny, yo. That's funny. But this is what's supposed to happen. We are supposed to do a conference, a podcast during the time of the Xbox conference and the PlayStation conference. Okay, this is not official, but you should get 2 podcasts. You might get 3. You might get one for Xbox, one for Sony, and one for after all the conferences. This is the plan. Now, for Xbox, the Weapon Wheel podcast should start at 5 o'clock, and it's going to be a live reaction from BG and members of the podcast. Not everybody's going to make it. Whoever's doing solo is going to do solo, and whoever's not doing solo should be in the podcast. I'm going to join the podcast for BG stuff because I'm not doing no solo video. I'm going to do a reaction video, maybe, possibly. I highly doubt it, but Xbox might make me too hype, and I might need to do a video. So that's how it's gonna go. So you should see a live stream start at 5 o'clock from Weapon Will. All right, so you guys can know to come do, live reactions. I'm a be there. Father May. Oh, that was you that sent me the friend request on Xbox. I'm gonna add you in a second, brother. What's up, family? I saw you. I saw that friend request. I'm gonna add you right now, as a matter of fact. Let me add you. See, the only thing too, like I be trying to keep my social media low because I'll add you and everything, but we ain't gonna do like what games we gonna play. Like I'll be wanting to play games and shit. So let me see. I got Borderlands installed. I didn't even know that I installed the new Borderlands. The last Borderlands. I gotta beat that game. All right, I'm gonna have to go on my Xbox because this dashboard I don't get. Okay. I'm gonna add you, fam. I'm about to turn on my Xbox, but I'm gonna add you. Man, Battlefield 2, we gotta run that. I was on Battlefield 1 when that came out. I was on that shit on PC. I got it for PS4 as well. I didn't open it yet for PS4, but I'm in the mood to play it, so you might see me online playing that shit today. But yeah, I be on those games, man. I be on my shit. I be playing my games. Like right now, I'm about to play some Injustice 2 real quick. As soon as I end the stream, turn on Injustice. I stream from Mixer from time to time, but you'll see me stream from Mixer when Xbox games come out. But I was on Mixer before. If you go to my Mixer channel, you'll see that I got some time there. Not much, but I'll definitely be on Mixer because Mixer is going to do 4K streaming. It's much better than YouTube for that, so I'll be on there. Definitely gonna be streaming on there. I might, in fact, I might do Dead Rising, the DLC. I might do that so I could try it out again because they changed it from Beam to Mixer. I haven't tried it yet. Yeah, Mixer's a pretty good streaming platform. Very good streaming platform, in my opinion. He said, I want to know who EA hired that Jesse Owens dude to hype everyone up for Need for Speed. He's a content creator, man. I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, he was a little awkward, but once again, when you meet YouTubers in person at that event, they were a little awkward. A lot of people like that. He was live. That probably was his first time. I ain't gonna knock the man, but he's a content creator, so you can't be mad if you're a content creator. At least they're giving us a opportunity to come out there, and be somebody. You asked about the mic, my microphone on Twitter. What's the one I'm using? I said the MXL condenser mic. I answered you on Twitter. I think you asked me, was it better than a Yeti, right? Any condenser mic is always better than a USB mic, man. That's a fact. I actually care about Nintendo because they're supposed to be announcing a Metroid game, possibly 2 games, and I want to see Nintendo do good. I mean, I gave the Switch I had back, so I don't have a Nintendo platform in my house, but I still want to see them do good. Jesse Owens is a civil rights legend. What do you mean? I thought he was a YouTuber. Oh yeah, Jesse Wellens. Yeah. He said the wrong name. Facts. Yeah, facts. Good catch now. No, I did not beat Zelda yet, but I'm gonna beat Zelda. Definitely beating Zelda. I'm playing like 5 games. I'm playing Mass Effect Andromeda. I'm still getting my practice on in Injustice. I'm playing Ghost Recon, and I'm currently playing just started with a Borderlands. Switch looks half-baked, needed time, the cheap-ass kickstand, and now this crazy-ass online setup. This is the potential that Switch has to be great. I'm going to tell you real fast, because I'm not going to get too much into that, because that's another video. The Switch can do good if they get third-party support, and you can play games like Call of Duty, Battlefield, Mass Effect, all of these games on the go. Now, if PlayStation's new Vita that they keep talking about was to come out and do that, whoever does that first is going to sell a shitload of handhelds. The first handheld console to get third-party support and be able to take the console on the go and play their console games is going to be the best-selling handheld ever. So whoever does that first is going to win. I don't know Microsoft didn't think about doing that. If you got a Scorpio, make a handheld version of that shit and watch all your digital games. You can play handheld. Watch how fast that shit fly off the shelf. Whoever does that first is going to kill this whole market. The reason that Nintendo Switch is doing well at all is because of the fact that it can go portable. So whoever does third-party gaming and goes portable with that shit is going to win. They're going to sell so many fucking machines. But anyway, man, this video is getting into a whole bunch of other different topics. I'm going to get ready to end this because I want to go play some Injustice, man. I want to play the game, man. I got to get my practice on, man. So I'm in the stream now, guys, because I was supposed to end the stream like a half an hour ago, and the stream went long. So pause. Yeah, the stream went pretty long. It went 2 hours. So yeah, let me end the stream now, guys. God bless all of you, of course. Everybody's be safe out there. I want all of you guys to know that whoever wins as far as like Sony and Xbox, just know that it's a win for either one of y'all, because whatever console you prefer is going to get benefits from it. Either it's going to be its time to shine or it's going to step its game up. So that was a win-win for both of us, all of us, even PC. All this 4K shit running around means PC is going to have more 4K content, games, and all of that. So that's what it's going to be. Why did I not play Hard 8 and Injustice? Because let me say it like this, man. Why Hard ain't see me? He know I got the game, right? So I appreciate that, average gamer. But yeah, he ain't see me. So you tell me, fam. Y'all tell me what happened. PC is definitely not trash, sir. PC is the truth of all truths, sir. But like I said, it's all about what you prefer, man. Look, this is me. This is my channel in a nutshell. If you gaming and you enjoying it, then that's what it's about, man. God bless you. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about. He said the PC gaming show irrelevant trash. It's not irrelevant to the people there, though. This is what y'all not understanding, man. If PC was trash, I would have not got a 1080 Ti in my PC and upgraded. I would not have done that upgrade because you know how much that card costs. So it's not trash, y'all. Trust me. I make sure I touch my PC games at least once a day, dog. I turn on one of them joints and pay attention to glorious. Matter of fact, I'm looking to get a 4K HDR monitor right now. I'm ready to go to the next step and get me 120 frames per second. When I get there, I might start talking shit. I don't know. I'm gonna try to be humble. I don't want to go like full throttle PC, and start having 120 frames per second. Next, I'm talking about 60 is unplayable. So I've been trying to keep it low, but I'm currently scheming on a 4K HDR monitor right now, my people. So don't say PC's trash, because I might have to go to the next level and unplug from the Matrix on y'all, man. So let me get out of here, guys. We gonna see what's up. Like I said, tune in to Weapon Will Podcast at 5 o'clock. BG will be doing a live reactions. I'm gonna definitely join. Hopefully everybody else will join. Some people will not be there until 7. Because they're going to do their own live reactions of that as well. You know me, more than likely, I will do a review of my thoughts of it, but that's about it. All right, so I'm going to cut the stream now, guys. I'm going to get out of here, so I want to play Injustice. Thank you for everybody that tuned out. God bless y'all. Y'all be good. I'm out of here. See y'all later on today. Peace.